If you want to get into university, you can get into any university you want. You can get in, you can afford it, you can graduate. If you're looking to get into your dream university or course and use the law of attraction to help you, then stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about my experiences and my advice and tips next. Hello, how are you? I'm Horrigan and this is my YouTube channel. Welcome back. I'm here to help you, inspire and motivate you to be the best version of yourself. So in today's video, I'm going to be speaking about how to get into your dream university using the law of attraction. So first of all, I do want to put this out and say, I didn't just say, this is my chosen university and lay back and just be like, yeah, I'm going to get in because I've used the law of attraction and didn't put any work in. You know, as I always say, the law of attraction requires action for you to take in order for things to manifest into reality. Therefore, I did graft on my UCAS application, which is the university application process here in the UK. So I grafted on that and also did my best in a AS level and in A2 in order for me to get accepted to this university. So therefore, it didn't just happen overnight. It didn't just happen with me just saying it and laying back. You know, there is hard work to be put into it, but I'm here to tell you all about my experience. So this is my personal story of how the university process started and everything. So it was actually when I was in year 10 in secondary school, and this was the year that they start talking to you about careers, university, sixth form, next steps, things like that. And we had a careers advisor. I will never ever forget this. So I went to see her and she was saying, what are you interested in? I was like, you know, music, like business. And she kind of had some type of brochure, which I just think is crazy. And it had like a list of jobs and she picked like a publicist out. These are maybe the kind of things that you should look at. You necessarily don't have to go to university for that, which I already kind of knew. She looked at I shouldn't laugh at this at all because it's so bad. But I remember when she looked at like my expected grades and like what I'd already got and stuff, she was like, She basically said that I was not academically capable for university, which obviously to some people might have been a bit of like a, oh my god, I'll never get in, like what am I going to do? And maybe they never did. And maybe they never did apply for university or apply for what they wanted to do. However, no, not me. This flipped me. I was like, I think it takes a special type of person to kind of be, to switch in these circumstances. And I've always been this person that if someone tells me no, or if someone tells me that I can't do something, there's something that just switches in my brain. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen and I'm going to shock you and shock everyone. So, and I really did do that. And I remember after this meeting, I came out of this meeting like, you know what? I'm going to prove this lady wrong. So I remember going home and searching on the internet for like the courses in London. And then I found this one at London Met and I was like, oh my God, this sounds so great. You know, the opportunities that they offered and everything. Just I found loads of information out and I found quite a few different unis that did the course, but there was only central London wise, there was only London Met that offered the course in central London. And I was like, if I want to move to London, I don't want to move on the outskirts like Hertfordshire, Buckinghamshire. I want to live like in the hustle and bustle in the city life. So I was like, right, this is my uni. So that was in year 10 that I decided this is the uni I want to go to. And I remember looking at the subjects that you needed or the grades that you needed to get in. And I can't remember what it was now, maybe BBC, I think it was, in A level or the equivalent to that, whatever it was in BTEC, which I'm not sure what that was. So then when it came to sixth form and I went to sixth form, I went to a different sixth form to my school because my school didn't do media studies, and for my course they wanted you to have preferably done media studies in sixth form or in college. And I really wanted to do it anyway, like that's something that I wanted to do in school, but I never took it because I wanted to do other things. But then obviously I decided that I did want to do it. However, I didn't actually get the right grades in English Lit and stuff to get on the media course on the early levels. So I kind of had a meeting with the teacher and I was just like, look, this, like, to do media was the only reason why I came to this college, and you know, I'm going to really work hard, like I really want to do it. And then I explained my route into university and why, and then thankfully she accepted, which was kind of like I kind of manifested that because I moved to that sixth form just to do media studies and they didn't let me at first, like because they were saying that I'm not, you know, academically capable enough in English or whatever. So obviously for all through college I already knew I was going to go to uni and things, and then it come to the time when you start to submit your UCAS form, which in the UK again it's like the university application process. So I was doing this, and when I say I tried unbelievably hard, like I had, even though I shouldn't have done this, and I had so many different people help me with my personal statement and my application, which I probably shouldn't, because I feel like that many opinions can really like kind of start pulling it and make it not as round as it should be. However, I did that, and I really contacted so many different people to be like, do you think this is good? Am I going to get in? Obviously I always knew I was going to get in. Let's just say this, even though I didn't really put it out there necessarily, like I didn't really say it, like, because I didn't want to be found as cocky. Like I always thought if I was gonna, oh, I know fine well I'm gonna get in, it was kind of cocky. And my application was sent off, I think it was around December, it was just before Christmas, and I remember I was at my nana's house on the evening, and you get an email saying like there's been an update with your application. So I remember I got in it and my heart just dropped. I was like, it's London Met. I know it's London Met. And when I logged on, it says, congratulations, London Metropolitan has offered you a I think I got unconditional. Is that when you need to get the grades? I think. I can't really remember honestly, but I think that's what it was. I was absolutely buzzing. Obviously this was the news just before Christmas, so it was quite a prompt response, because I believe I think I only submitted it in about October time, so it was quite a prompt response, and it was great news in time for Christmas. And then it was like, right, all it is now is just I need to work unbelievably hard. So what's really key and important is that you go to open days, you go to different universities to get kind of a vibe. You know what, I really need to retire that word in my vocabulary, but however, it's staying for now. You need to see the vibe in different unis, in different accommodations. You must visit them, right? Because if you go to the campus and you feel shit and you just don't feel attracted to it or feel like a good energy, a good vibe, then it's probably not the place for you. So I think it's really important to go to these open days. I think you'll really feel it when you go and get a feel for the place. You'll feel like yes or no. You'll kind of get an edge for, is this the place that I want to spend the next 3 years, or is it not? Even the city, the town, like you'll get a bit of a feel for the area, the town, the people, like you will do it. The results day was fast approaching and I was so nervous. I don't even know why I was so nervous for results day, as I knew deep down that I was going, because there was no other option. I didn't want to stay at home. There was just no other option there was no plan B. I didn't have a plan B, which I think is really important when using the law of attraction, because even though it is good to have a fallback plan, it's kind of like, but that's what you want, so why don't you go for what you want, kind of thing. So yeah, results day was fast approaching. I was so nervous, and I always remember on the morning, you get your UCAS notification at 8 AM and then your results are out at 9, but I didn't care about my results. All I cared about was getting into university, and I think I waited 20 minutes or something to up my UCAS application, and my mum was like, just open it. I was like, I'm so nervous, but in like side it was more excitement, and it was like the butterfly feeling that I love, like the adrenaline of like, oh my god, like it's about to happen. And then I opened it, and then it just said, congratulations Harry, your place at London Metropolitan studying music business and live entertainment has been successful. And I was like, shit, it fucking worked. And I remember we went out like that and we went out that night to celebrate, and then we went to a festival all weekend. So each day that I woke up, I remember thinking, shit, I'm moving to London in 2 weeks. And I thought that was the most crazy, exciting thing ever, which is what you need. Like, if you don't feel excited, if you don't get a buzz, if you're not excited to move to this place, then, you know, maybe it's not the one. This is what I'm saying about you, like going to this place, going to the campus, going to the accommodation, going to the city where your university is, to get a feel, to get a vibe. Like, are you going to be excited to move there? Do you feel like you're going to fit in? Do you feel like it's going to be worthwhile investing this money into your education in this city? So this is a top tip as well. You do know who to stop speaking about university to. Like, there was a few people at college or school or whatever that'd be like, oh, London, like, whoa, that's so far, that's so expensive, like, how are you going to cope? How are you going to afford it? And in that time period of kind of working towards something that you've always wanted to do, you need to kind of nip these conversations in the bud, because that's not good to have this someone else's negative energy effect on what you want to do and the university, the course that you want to do. You know, some people were saying to me, what job are you going to get with that degree, like but you just don't need to listen to them. As long as you know that what you want to do, you're happy with your choices and decisions, then you need to stay true to your vision and continue what you want to do. In terms of finance, you will make it work. I mean, I don't know how many conversations I had with people saying how expensive it's going to be, how on earth are you going to afford it, but the truth is you will make it work if you want to make it work. Don't put any limiting beliefs on. But what I'm trying to say is you will make it work. You know, when I was coming back from university, people would say to me, oh my God, aren't you just living the life of Riley in London, like living it up, going clubbing, going out, travelling? And I was like, yet you don't realise how much I'm actually working. So in first and second year, I had 3 jobs. I was working like crazy hours. One week, I think I worked like 67 hours. I think my top work week was in university. You know, you just make it work. And I think that if you want this life, like if you want to live in this city, if you want to travel, if you want to do these things, if you want to be able to afford to go out with your friends to clubs on the weekend, then you're going to make it work. And I did everything that I could that was in my power in order to make it work and to have a good time, to have a good university experience, even if that meant 3 jobs and working crazy hours one week. If you want it, you've got to go get it. You've got to work for it. You know, Instagram is a highlight reel, and I don't think that's what people understand properly. And when I was coming home and people were saying like, oh, look at you living this your best life, I was thinking, yeah, I am. However, I'm working so unbelievably hard to support myself and do this, like afford these holidays and afford this time out and things. So yeah, I think that's an important one to remember as well. Like, I just had to make it work. There was no ifs, there was no buts. I was going to make it work and I knew it. Another thing, you must visualize yourself, you know, walking at uni, going to uni, commuting, going to classes. Like, can you imagine yourself there fitting in? Can you imagine yourself living in that city? Are you going to fit in? Like, it's all about visualization. I am a powerful visualizer. I think that's a word. I can really do it. And I think back then I didn't really use scripting or writing things down or journaling. Like, I didn't do any of that. I was all about just visualizing, and that was all I really did back then in terms of the law of attraction, and it worked so well for me. All I relied on was the vision that I had inside my head, and obviously it came into fruition, it happened. So to recap, you must not have any limiting beliefs. Remember, with the law of attraction, if you believe you can do it, then it's possible. If you believe it's impossible, then it's impossible. It's all about your mindset. Think you can get into university, you can get into this course, you can get into the university of your dreams. Smash your studies, smash your coursework, smash your exams, go see the campus, go see the accommodation, go feel the vibe of the city that you want to live in. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. You can do anything you want to, and I believe that. You can get into the university using the law of attraction. Subscribe for more content like this. Go give the video a like if you did enjoy it. Thoughts become things. Choose the good ones. Better days are coming.